back.
And Christmas Eve to everybody. I'm gonna get the cans on. It's the first time we're gonna have headphones on this shit. Oh yeah. Let's see. Are we even hearing ourselves?
Hey, there we go.
There we go. There's some. Okay, we are left and right. That is weird.
How's it going over there in the left side of things?
It's pretty good. Let's see. How do you sound now? You sound scary.
Check, check. Do I sound scary now?
No, stereo.
Oh, huh.
Still crazy. All right.
Well,
We'll figure this out. For some reason, it comes out stereo in the actual recording. But
Yeah.
I'm figuring it left and right. That's so weird.
Christmas Eve, everybody.
I'd like to thank my buddy Drew for being here.
what's up?
Hanging
Merry
out.
Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah, whatever.
Merry Kwanzaa.
Gonzaka. What was that?
You remember that old commercial in like the 90s when they stopped saying Merry Christmas? And it was like
Happy.
Hansa Kwanzaa or something like that.
They try to just like cram everything
Yeah,
into
all of
one.
it into one. It was
Yeah.
Merry Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hansa, Kwanzaa, I can't remember.
It's just, it was a tongue twister, though.
It was pretty cool. People, we used to joke about it all the time. Like, that's way harder to say.
Say.
That's insane. That's dude, one seems so weird when I can hear nothing in one ear.
I'm trying to figure out which ear I can actually hear it out of.
Are you not?
No, it's the left. It's
Okay.
the left. There we go.
I was gonna say, dang, you're killing it, man. It's
Killing it.
I don't know what's going on.
Dude, speaking of hearing, kind of totally out of the blue, but when I worked at a large airplane manufacturer that will remain unnamed,
Anonymous.
you might be able to figure it out. They're pretty big.
It's
Um,
pretty big.
every year we had a annual hearing test, and you had like a hearing test and a medical test, and it was because they just wanted to see at what rate they were killing you slowly, you know.
How much life are we taking from you?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. They wanted to be able to put that on a chart. And anyway, so I would do the hearing test, and when I was sitting in the booth, basically you sit in like the soundproof booth, and you put headphones on, and you have a little clicker, and you're like a little button that they hand you, and what you're supposed to do is every time you hear a tone in the headphones, you're supposed to hit the button. And it gets harder and harder to hear and quieter, and it goes up and down in pitch, and it just tests the range at which you can hear different frequencies. So if you ever don't click the button when they played a sound, then they know like, okay, you can't hear that frequency. So anyway, what they didn't realize is that through the window at a certain angle, there's like a reflection of light, and you could see the monitor of the screen. And long story short, I could just see on the screen when the signal was coming through the headphone, like there was a light, like something that lit up when a tone was being played, and I could just see it. And so I just watched that and click it, and I got it like perfect one year. And the lady was like, "I've never seen anyone's hearing get better from working here. That's amazing."
You're just doing so great.
That's fucking insane.
That's insane.
So,
These people spent, because just knowing the place that shall not be named, they spent good ass money on setting that area.
Oh, they had a whole like medical facility, and there was like a doctor's office there, and there was like an
And
emergency room.
No
So
one went in that other room to see if there was a reflection
on the glass and fucking fix it.
I guess not. I mean, this was like my fourth or fifth year doing it, and at that point, I'm just like, I like to like explore things, like, which is one of the reasons I like video games a lot, which we were talking about. Maybe we'll
Yeah.
get back to that, come back
we
around.
will.
But my fourth or fifth time through there, I'm like, all right, I fucking done this so many times. I got this. Another year in the hearing tank, and like I went in there, and I'm just like, I'm kind of just like trying to amuse myself in there because it's just another day, and so I'm like kind of looking around, and I'm trying to figure out like, can I crack this thing somehow? And like if you kind of where you sit, the window was like to your right, and it's like a small booth, like no bigger than like an airplane seat, like not a lot of space in there. And I just kind of leaned my head against the window, and just at this perfect angle, you could just see the blinking, and it lined up with the tones, and I put two and two together and was like, oh, this thing blinks whenever that plays a sound. So even when I couldn't hear it, I'd hit the button because I could see it.
I guarantee that you're probably one of the only people that actually noticed that.
Probably. I mean, I was
Unless there was
I was
somebody
trying to-
working that had like serious OCD whoever had OCD working there probably saw that because that's just how they work, just with that. And then you just look at shit in a different light. Like, I gotta tell people, I got a good chair I'm sitting in right now. If you see the video footage, this chair right here. Yeah, I don't understand the angles yet, but anyway, got this chair because the bottom broke, and my ass is just gonna throw it away. I'm just gonna throw this chair away. He takes one look at it and he's like, "Why don't you just swap the bottom out with the chair you don't like?" Oh, because that would be smart. That would be intelligent, and I don't work that way, obviously. But now I got this chair because I went with his intelligent advice, and now I got a comfy chair, and my ass doesn't hurt anymore, and it's a beautiful thing. So, thank you,
Hey,
thank you.
happy
And
to
it was so
be
easy.
of service.
It was so easy.
That's
Like,
cool.
it's
Was it
4
like
bolts?
I was gonna say? Was it 4 like wood screws that just screw to the bottom?
It was 4 of these bolts.
Yeah,
It,
hell yeah.
It was a couple of twists.
On and off,
I don't know why I'm so dumb.
dude. Hey, it just
It's so
things
crazy.
take a second set of eyes, like but I think part of that is like, so talking video games.
Yeah.
I as a kid I was always into like I didn't really like racing games that much. I really liked Burnout. I don't know if you ever played the Burnout
I
games,
did.
but like you could smash into other cars and like take them off the track and like blow them up and shit. I was down with that, but like I didn't like Forza or like F1 games where it's like super realistic and stuff. I
Yeah.
wasn't really into that. I was more into the like going into like another world kind of thing. Like I was big into like Zelda Zelda games and like a lot of Nintendo games where you just go explore things. And I feel like that whether playing those kind of games like influenced my personality or whether my personality drew me to those kinds of video games, like one thing I love about them is like I'll spend hours and hours and hours playing a game and like literally walking my character into like every little physical
Corner
place
and
on the map and like looking at everything and finding every little secret and Easter egg, and like I love like exploring something. And I think that's also like really strongly tied to like what we've talked about before about like when something's broken or something, like picking it up and like looking at it and like
And seeing it in a
and
different way.
looking at the mechanisms of it and stuff and seeing
Like,
the
where the little hidden gems are.
Right,
Like,
right.
Where can I find little Easter eggs?
exactly.
Like,
And so it's like it's all kind of connected like that. It's just part of my personality, and I think that video games had a strong part in that. And I grew up
that actually
during
makes a lot of sense.
during the time when there was a lot of stuff, especially in like the sort of religious community that I happened to
Yeah.
sort of come up in, was
we
like
both had that, yeah.
was like video games will rot your brain and they're bad for you
They're the
and like they're the
devil.
devil, and so like it was not necessarily a smiled upon thing that I would spend hours and hours doing these things, but like I think that essentially from like a brain development standpoint, I think that what you see is certain actions and certain like characteristics being reinforced, and you're learning essentially, and you're
Yeah.
repeating certain tasks. And like when you look at it for the actual things that are happening like within your brain while you're playing, not necessarily like, oh, it's a violent game so it's making you
No,
violent,
but like the actual neural passageways that are being
exactly
built.
where you're connecting A to B and you're solving problems. I loved like puzzle games and problem solving games. Like
Those I could get into. See, and that's the weird thing is like I could get into Tetris for hours.
oh
But
yeah,
I couldn't sit down and play Fable for 14 hours.
yeah,
My cousin can, and he like you. He thinks things a lot more through. Like he looks at me like a retard, and that's whatever. But he thinks of things a lot more broken down, and like can break down and get the more simplistic shit out of it. Like the thing that science is actually about. Like get the most simple solution is usually the correct solution. I think about that, but I don't ever really apply it as well as like I attempt to. If that makes sense. Like my brain just doesn't wire it that way, and it's probably because I didn't play like those kind of games very often. I played shoot 'em up, which is a very dumb thing. You just run forward, either die or kill. Like there is no searching the maps or all that. I never really played the campaigns and all that. It
Yeah.
was just like shoot 'em up, play multiplayer, that kind of thing. Battle Royale, played that a lot. Mario Kart, like racing.
oh
games
shit,
and
yeah,
shit.
I played a lot of Mario Kart.
And that, like, those are the games that, like, I get into. But I always had a hard time with the spending, like, you would have to go around and find all the fucking hidden treasures.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Shit in the game and, like, Easter eggs in the game because I would feel like I couldn't find them. And then if I didn't find them, I'd feel dumb. And then I'm like, I don't want to fucking play this anymore.
Yeah.
And so it was an issue that, like, a mental block I had to get over
Mhm.
in age. That's why I try to tackle so many things, I think, now, to where I overwhelm myself with shit because I'm like, I need to figure shit out. I fucking spent all my life not figuring shit out, taking the easy road.
Well, I think you do a hell of a job at figuring shit out. Like you always got different fucking programs running and all kinds of different things, and like you clearly got a good grasp on the stuff that you dive into. And even if it's just the amount of grasp that you need to like use it functionally, like you're still you have the specific ability to go and take what you need from certain things and piece it together and get what you need done, you know.
And that's the only reason I'm not a complete bumbling idiot is because I have some, I guess it would be what my grandpa calls mechanical ability to like understand the mechanics of something
Absolutely.
if you look at it long enough.
Yeah.
Like I can kind of see how it works, and then I can replicate. I can replicate real well, but coming up with the first idea, I'm terrible with that stuff. I wish I was great at it. I wish I was great at it. I try real hard. I spend hours a day trying to come up with just like just fresh thought, and then I'll look all over to see if someone else has brought up that idea, and it's fucking 10 years old every time. Someone else has thought of it 10 years ago every time, and it is a kick in the dick. But I figure one day I will find that one thing, and then hopefully it all pops from there, and that will be great. And then until then, stick enough irons in the fire, one of them's gonna get hot.
That's true. It's very true.
So that's kind of been the idea. And I'm old enough now that I just don't have an excuse. Like, I'm not out partying.
Yeah.
I don't fucking drink. I don't go to the bar. I don't really do shit unless I'm like, I smoke weed. Smoke a lot of weed. A lot for other people. I cut down a lot for me.
Dude, I feel you.
I'm doing like I smoke like a half a week now. And maybe a little less, depending on the quality of bud. And then I used to smoke a half every 30 minutes.
Holy shit. Snoop Dogg shit.
Yeah. That's why when I tell people, like, I've really been trying to smoke with Snoop Dogg, like, I've been training for years. I've been training for years. Like, it's a thing. Like, Snoop, if you out there, you want to go, let's do it.
I would love to
Snoop
see that. I would love
Live stream
love
it.
to see it.
And if you whoop this white boy's ass, then you got all the clout in the world. But I think you're going to have an issue. You know, people don't think that I'm like Snoop, but when it comes to smoking, I can smoke better.
Smoke weed every day.
Yeah.
Do you ever smoke weed and play? Well, I'm not gonna lie. This is a dumb question. I know the answer to this. Do you smoke weed and play video games?
I do.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah. All the time. I've even been trying to stream video games recently, and not really a whole lot of viewers, but eventually it might pop off.
What do you play?
COD mostly because that's what I play, and then I talk a lot of shit. I figure, I like to see that when I watch people play video games.
Yeah.
Like shit talk when they're doing live, like multiplayer shit. I talk the most shit, and it's very foul. It's very crude. And
You get muted a lot.
I have a feeling, yeah, that YouTube wouldn't push my videos. They're definitely age restricted.
Dude, I remember playing. I don't play like online games as much anymore, just because like, truthfully, I'm not exactly sure why. I mean, one of the reasons is I have a Switch, so it's not exactly like.
Online cash.
I mean, it has online. There's online games. I have like Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and like Mario Kart. Like I have the ability to play online, but I just not. It's not my thing with the Switch. Just because from my experience, it's just been kind of like, meh. It's a little.
Just something to do.
Yeah, well, and it seems like for some reason people that play Switch online are like hardcore. Like
They're
it's really not like casual Mario Kart online. It's like no, these people are fucking into it.
Yeah, like they're
and, like-
going for EA Sports shit.
Yeah,
trying
like
to get
they're
careers.
it's crazy. And so it's like I'm just getting wasted by all these people that have like muscle memory fucking level.
Perfect. fucking
Yeah, which is
controls
like,
and shit.
hey, that's cool, man. Do your thing, but like
But it
I'm
makes
gonna
it
chill. I'm gonna go
suck
play
for me
Zelda.
to try to play
Yeah.
with you.
I used to really like playing like COD online though, like Modern Warfare, Modern Warfare 2,
They're the
Black
best
Ops.
online.
That era, like 5 or 6 years, I played a shitload online.
Yeah.
That was a ton of fun. I played that in like Halo 2 and 3.
Yeah.
Whew.
Those shits is fucking,
Dude.
Halo's good. I fucking love Halo. That's why this guy, my buddy, he keeps trying to get us to play Destiny with him.
Oh, Destiny was fun. I had a PS4 for a hot minute.
I just make fun of him because of it. Just like I give him shit. I'm like, we're not playing Destiny. Destiny's a gay man's game. We don't play gay man's games. And they're like, what? He's like, no, it's fucking shit. I'm like, no, it's fucking aliens. We don't fucking play with aliens. Play real shit. It's COD, bro. And he's like, don't you say you play Halo? I was like, those aren't aliens. They're demons. He's like, you're a son of a bitch. You know that? I'm like, I got an answer for everything. But no, I just haven't played like any of those Destiny or any of those. I think I tried it for like 5 seconds. on my cousin.
Destiny is like basically just Halo with some like different weapons,
That's
like
what I'm saying, so I'm not sure. if
because
it
it's
was
the
Destiny
exact
that I
same
played.
studio and like the graphics are the engine is like if I'm not mistaken the
Same
engine's the
engine.
same, like it's extremely similar. It feels the same. Like
Don't you ride dragons or something like that?
I mean maybe in some new expansion. I only played like the first two. I mean
I
it's
thought
been
that's what
probably
the
5
game
or
was.
6 years since I was into Destiny. So
There's like a game that I'm thinking of that I played with my cousin where it's like a blue dragon, the guy's riding the dragon, it's a white background. I don't know what the fuck game it is though, and I thought it was Destiny. That's what I thought it was. I could be wrong. I don't know how
Destiny-
long Destiny's been out, but this was years.
Destiny is like a first-person shooter.
This is
Are
third
you
person.
thinking Final Fantasy?
I don't know. I don't think it was Final Fantasy.
I don't think it's
like that,
Destiny.
but it's
I don't think it's Destiny because Destiny is not anything like riding dragons. Destiny
Yeah,
is
this
like a
would be
military,
third
like a
person, like,
first-person
Fable.
shooter. No, yeah, that's not that.
What the fuck am I thinking of? Man?
I can see what you're thinking though. Like Destiny, that sounds like an RPG game.
Yeah, it
you know?
sounds like an RPG. What am I thinking of? This an RPG? If you know, leave it in the comments. Please.
Yeah.
Fucking, I have no idea.
Dude, did you ever play on PC? Did you ever play Age of Empires?
I played a little bit.
Oh my god.
A lot of the YouTube people I watch, they are sponsored by Age of Empires, so it's a big thing that they,
Oh really?
they try to push out. I tried it a little bit. I have a hard time with
Wait,
it.
you're not thinking of Clash of Clans, are you?
It's the one where you build like the little empires, right?
Yeah, you build like the village. It was like
Yeah.
the original game where you start and you build a village and you like your people go through the Stone Age and the
Yeah.
Iron Age and all these different things.
Yeah, and you build up your village.
Yeah,
and put
yeah.
it out and, like,
You have to attack other
sets
kingdoms and stuff.
shit,
Yeah. Okay.
There was another game like that that everybody was into that was an alien version of that.
Oh yeah.
Fucking
Was that
people are, like,
Command and
addicted.
No?
People
I know what
were
you're talking about.
addicted to it, like life. Fucking people would go shit or piss, like put a fucking pot by their, so they could just play this game day and night. Wow.
Oh, World of Warcraft?
Yeah.
Yep.
And then there was another one like that that was really popular. It was
Second
all
Life?
alien. It might have been
You ever hear of Second Life?
Yeah.
Second Life. Okay, so Second Life was, well, still is. I'm pretty sure it's still going, but it's like it's just a virtual world, and you're just a human, and you talk to other humans, and you walk around, and you buy stuff at stores, and you chat with people. It's literally Second Life, and so you go in
Crazy.
there, and you're whatever your person is, and you go and talk to people, and people live on there. Like they go to work, they come home, they get on, and like it's literally their life outside of their bare minimum obligations to live, you know.
That's insane.
And now,
So it's Sims, but like
yeah, it's Sims,
Like,
but you're just
oh,
in the
Second
Sims
Life.
basically. Yeah.
that's
it's-
fucking gnarly.
And so, dude, there's so many stories of people getting like so far into that shit that like they end up going and like murdering people in real life and like just like crazy.
for like relationships. and
Yeah,
shit that they
yeah,
get on
exactly.
These, things.
These
like,
second-
"This is my wife you
Right,
slept with in
right.
this game. Like what?
No, seriously, yeah,
Yeah.
because like you can bang people and
It's
like
fuck-
you can.
I've seen that on Sims. Like people kill each other on Sims because like they were in these Sim groups and somebody banged his Sims girlfriend.
Yeah.
And then he ends up murdering his fucking the dude that like the actual guy finds his IP address and shit.
Oh
I'm
my
like,
God.
you need to get a VPN. NordVPN sponsor us.
You know, it'd be crazy if you killed him by shoving like a big emerald thing right in the top of his head,
Think.
make him look like an actual Sim.
character. Like fucking, you are Sim now. Dead Sim. There was like the Grim Reaper in Sims too. I
Oh,
remember
yeah.
that. It'd come and take you and like steal your children and shit if you didn't take
Jesus.
care of it. It was crazy. I played that for a little bit, but like even that, I think that's one of the things that killed me from those kinds of games. Is like I could not stand Sims, and I couldn't understand.
Yeah,
Why would people play this?
I tried it. I tried playing it. Because there was always times, and there still is. Like sometimes I'll be like in a phase where I'm kind of just bored with the games I have, and not necessarily bored, but like I feel like trying something new. So
Yeah.
I'll surf through the store. I'll download some demos or something. Or if a lot of times, what's sick about the Switch is on the shop. A lot of times there's games that are like marked down to 1 cent, and it's like, yeah, I'm gonna buy this game for 1
Just
cent.
to fucking have it.
Of course, yeah.
I'll get the like chess games and pool games and stuff like
Oh,
that
yeah.
on the PlayStation Store because I have a chess game on my phone.
You like playing chess?
Oh, I fucking love it.
Dude, let's fucking play some chess. Do you
Dude,
got a
I'm
chessboard?
So down. I do somewhere. I
Dude.
do have a chessboard somewhere.
I
used to
I
have
haven't
a
played
tournament.
chess in years, but like I used to love it.
Fucking love chess.
I played. Speaking of video games, I played Lego chess. Did you ever
That's
play
sick.
Lego chess?
That's sick. I've played it once. I haven't like spent time. It was at a buddy's house and he had Lego chess.
Like
and
on
I was
PC.
yeah. And I'm like, I'm so down to play this because I fucking love chess.
I distinctly remember. So I would play when I was a kid. So I was like homeschooled, but a couple days a week we would go to this like co-op school.
Thing.
Yeah.
I did that for a while too.
We went to SVS. I don't know if
I went
that's-
to a lady's house.
Oh,
It was
shit.
like a
Yeah,
membership
yeah. Okay.
organization one, and she had her 2 kids, me and my sister, sometimes in Marysville. I don't know if she's still there. That fucking was not the funnest time. I'll tell you what. I'd rather have been at home, but I fucking had a hard time learning at home. I wanted to do other shit. That's the problem I have. I have this same problem. It's like as soon as I'm doing something, then I have the motivation to do the other shit, and I'm like, I'd rather be doing this other shit right now.
Yeah.
But I have the motivation, and then when I have the time, I don't have the motivation. So I've had to learn ways to like get the motivation. And I figured out tricks. There's little tricks like I'll
Yeah.
listen to a motivational speech, listen to a song that makes me get the motivation, do some push-ups or something, fucking walk to the store, get the blood flowing, get the brain going, and then get back at it. And like focus in on one specific detail. And then from that detail you end up falling into the rest. Instead of like looking at the whole picture and going, I have all of this to do. I'm just going, I wanna like with beats, I've been trying to make beats. I'm just gonna learn how to make sick like kick lines. From there I can put in the snares and all that shit, but I need to learn how to make sick kicks, like bass 808s and shit like that. So I've been really working on trying to do that. I don't know if I've succeeded, but I'm working on it. That's for sure.
Tight. Well, as long as you take the time to practice it, I mean, you'll get better at anything. That's something that like I realized in life, in sort of like a grand scheme kind of way. Is I guess it's kind of cliche to say that like, the more you practice at something, the better you'll get. But like, the physical embodiment of that and like your brain making those muscle memory connections with things, like when you actually do an act over and over and over, you get more comfortable. Like you know how, like, let's say you're working a job and you get to the point where you don't have to think about what your hands are doing. Like whether even if you're like doing chores or you're sweeping or something, and like your mind is just wandering because your brain, you're automatically doing that task.
Yeah, you've already got the muscle memory, the brain's already working with the body, nothing's out of sync, and so brain can go off into another place. That's the cool thing about like the beginning of a job for me is like that little bit of not knowing, and then I usually get bored of a job when I get in that comfortable position where I can't, and I'm like, oh, well, now it's so easy, but I should be okay with that because I don't really want to have to work super hard. But I like the learning of new shit.
Well, I think you like to be challenged.
And I like to like someone to say, okay, no one's done this, so that's my goal. Now I'm gonna get to that point where I can do that as easily as possible. Like if it's powder coating or something, somebody's like, this guy's the best painter. All right, I'm gonna outpaint that guy. I'm gonna do it quicker, and I'm gonna cut the time in half. And then I'm also gonna do another job at the same time. I'm gonna get good enough to where I can paint all my parts ahead of time, put my gun down, run out, hang parts at the same time, so I'm like 2 people, just so I can challenge myself. But as soon as someone tells me I have to do it, I'm like,
fuck you. But I'm willing to put myself in that situation. As long as you're not telling me, as long as I'm
Yeah.
doing it on my own volition, and I don't feel like if I stop doing it, I'm not disappointing somebody. I guess that's my big issue. I don't want to disappoint people. That's just a thing. I don't know why. I just don't like disappointing people. I like to make sure that I can get people what they want when they need it to the best of my ability.
Yeah.
If I can't, I've tried every fucking avenue I can possibly think of in order to make it all work, and just shit doesn't work out. And then I feel like fucking, that's when I only feel guilty. I don't feel guilty about other shit. Like I could stab somebody and I feel guilty. But
Well, I think it's natural to like not want to disappoint people. You know, like not want to feel like a disappointment.
yeah,
For sure. That's funny. I was actually thinking about that earlier today. Like not wanting to, like being afraid of trying, the concept I guess of being afraid of trying because you don't want to fail.
yeah. Which
And
has
it
stopped me
sucks.
from quite a few things, like
Yeah.
traveling and shit. Because like I'm afraid if I fail, and then I'm fail far from home, then you don't know anything. You don't know where you're at.
You talking like travel the world?
Yeah, like going and just doing shit. Like Tom Green is my hero right now. This guy fucking got a van. He put a studio in it. He's got his dog with him. And he's just driving everywhere.
Yeah.
He's got solar panels on the top, so he's got all his power taken care of. He's good to go, and he's just tripping, just going out,
Hell
seeing
yeah.
everything, and doing it on his own. And I would love to do that. Like if I had the money to know that I could fix my vehicle at any point, and take
Yeah.
care of food, and
That's
all
a
that
big
shit,
thing.
and I would fucking totally. That's a dream of mine. I wanted to do that since I was fucking 16 years old, and I almost did. I almost just started train hopping, and some guys do.
Yeah.
But I didn't have the balls. But
That's
I don't
gnarly.
I don't have a problem if somebody puts a fucking gun in my face. Like I can handle that, but I can't handle getting my ass to go travel somewhere. It's a weird concept on how my brain works that way.
Yeah, people just they fear different things, you know.
Yeah, and it's weird because like in my head I don't fear it, but then if I go to put the action, it's like I get the anxiety.
Yeah.
I'm like sweating. I'm like, what the fuck? Like I want to do this. Why is my body telling me no? Why is it giving me an issue? Unless I have something that I know that I can go do.
Yeah.
Like if it's a specific task to go somewhere, I have no issue with it.
Or if it's like, what about like, yo, let's fly down to fucking California
Yeah.
for the weekend or something.
That would
Like,
be cool. It wouldn't even be an issue as long as
Yeah.
I knew I had enough money to cover myself. And
Yeah.
shit, I'd be fucking fine. Like I might go with my cousin to California to go see one of our buddies that's been like family since we were kids, and he's got his kid up there and shit. And we want to go out. He lives in California. Just go up and see him. He's planning on doing it, and I was telling him I need to do more trip shit. And he's like, "Why don't you just fucking come with?" I'm like, "Damn, the dogs are getting at it, yo."
damn,
You can hear that. They're howling at the moon or something.
I heard something go boom out there quite a while ago.
Ah,
I don't know what that was. Almost sounded like a transformer, but it's not like it's storming out there. I don't think.
no, and you hear booms out here all the time. It's either trains, because like you'll hear the train, it echoes so loud when they clash them together.
Yeah, it's true.
It rings up here for some reason. And then you'll get drive-bys over across the street. You'll hear
Mm-hmm.
shit open up quite often over there. And then backfires from cars on the road that are surprisingly loud sometimes. That you think are gunshots, and I'll run out there.
Wonder if it's because like you're on a hill and sound like carries up the hill or something.
I think so. Like just the way that the whole neighborhood's like a circle that almost
Mhm.
echoes around. It's weird the way that it all comes through, and it sounds loud. Like if I'm sleeping in that room, it's weird how much noise. Like the sound from the road, I can hear a truck, and it sounds like it's sitting right next to my wall. Just the way that the sound carries in that room specifically, it's weird. I had to get used to it the first couple nights trying to sleep because I had all this white noise in here for forever, and then there's nothing in there except for like the neighbor's dog barking and shit, and like the creaking of the fence makes some weird sounds. I was like, this is some haunted shit.
Dude, one time me and you know Jim, right?
Yeah.
Jimmy. Me and Jimmy went camping, like survival camping, up at Pilchuck Falls. And
That Trevor would have known, right? Like Jimmy, right?
yeah.
Like,
See, I'm pretty sure I've met him
yeah,
before.
that's what I was gonna say. Like,
there's no way. Like
I think I probably just seen him at like Marysville Park or like
and
something.
he was way shorter when you would have seen him.
Yeah.
Like he grew so fucking tall. He was like this tall for forever.
Damn.
He was Caleb's height.
I feel like I've seen. I feel like
Caleb's
I've
twin.
I've seen him. No, I've definitely seen him. I saw him at Wiggum's.
Yeah, at the
the
barbecue.
barbecue, yeah.
I was gonna say. I know you
Yeah.
guys met. I had a feeling. It was his first time smoking CBD and weeds again. So
Probably a little zapped.
and a couple 6 or 7 rum and cokes and whiskey and cokes.
Hey, that'll do it.
It was his first time
That'll
like
do it.
getting messed up in a while. So and he even played it safe with the weed and didn't like smoke weed. Just
Mhm.
did the CBD shit. He asked me to go pick up some, and then shout out to the homies because they hooked it up with a deal. Fucking, I thought I was gonna have to pay full. Those are like $45 eighths, and I paid $40 for 2 joints and that eighth.
Nice.
I was like,
That's a
Dope.
hookup.
yeah.
That is a hookup.
Gotta try some of this. But damn. So that's crazy thinking about the video game thing. Like I was just when you said that, it makes so much sense on other people that I know, and just like the way that you think, it makes so much sense. Like thinking about like Fable when you're going through the grass and you're like picking up all these charms and shit.
Yeah.
Like, that was the thing that I'm like, why am I spending 8 hours doing this?
See,
cousin-
and when I played it, was like, I'm gonna get every single fucking one of these. I'm gonna walk into every little patch of grass.
See, and that's how my cousin was.
Oh,
I
I'm
was
gonna
like,
chop down
how
every
do you have
tree?
the fucking patience to do this? And he's like, because it's fucking interesting. I'm like, how is it interesting?
Yeah.
This is how? And I just
Well,
couldn't understand it.
It's not if you're not interested in it. That's the thing. You know what's funny is like, that's why it's like skateboarding. Like, what are you fucking doing? You're like putting wheels on some wood, and you're just hurting yourself like on purpose. Like, what are you doing?
Touche.
And it's like,
That's
but
what
that's
I'm-
to someone that's not interested in it. But to us or to other people that are, you know, skaters that are interested in it, it's like, it's something that you love. It's like a passion, you know.
Yeah.
So it's all about like people have these different interests just like from the start, you know.
I wonder if I should try playing one of those types of games now. Just
Try
because
it.
I'm older and maybe I would have the patience and the interest. I don't know. It's been so long and I've been so judgmental about it forever.
Well, hey, nowadays games are like that much more in depth, you know,
Yeah.
just because of like advances in graphics and stuff. And
I hear the stories are sick. The
Yeah.
Halo story was sick. Like I watched even like they have the jump cut things all
Mhm.
together of just the
Like, all the
storyline.
cinematic
It's
stuff.
like a fucking movie.
yeah.
I'll sit and watch that. It's 3 hours long. I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
This shit's sick as fuck.
Oh, it's great.
It's a great ass storyline and just dope. And I'm like, all right, I'll fuck with that. I'll totally fucking get that shit going. Hell yeah. So soon we're gonna get Drew running the board.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it out.
That's gonna be dope.
I'm gonna try it out.
I gotta show him some of the board stuff, so I'm gonna show you guys some sounds and how some of this board shit works. You guys down? Cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
So we got like beat music and all that. So if we wanted to put a beat in, everybody's hearing that.
Okay.
And then if we wanted to like play it without them wanting to hear us, we could cut out the mics and kick the mics back in.
Sweet.
And then you could go like out of headphones, and that's still playing to them. You can mute it, all that. If we wanted to upload some different music in here, show you guys one of the new beats I've been working on.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Let's see here. Where did we go? They're up on YouTube as well. LMS document.
Can you stream audio straight out of like your window, or do you have to open it as a file? Like, could you open YouTube right now and play the audio through?
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, I could definitely do that. So, and I could even screen capture it on video if we wanted to do that as well by doing a display cap. Bring
Damn.
that up. That's
Getting a little behind the scenes here.
Yeah, so now we got a display cap so you guys would be seeing on the screen when the video goes up of what we're seeing. Go to YouTube.
chill one then, man.
Little chill beat.
Real basic, real chill.
Bass is a little distorted. I was trying to figure it out, but
I can't hear you. That's really loud, but it's sick.
super loud. The bass is a little distorted until you get it quiet. So like, I gotta like mix this.
I mean, that's kind of like part of like, that's kind of like lo-fi, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that's sort of in right now.
Yeah. I found out I can't do those like hour-long videos. I totally hit my phone. But, because this account that I wanted to do it on doesn't allow even an hour's upload.
Really?
Yeah, 15 minutes.
You have to be a
max.
certain like,
You have to be
account
Verified,
type?
Yeah, you have to have a verified account.
no shit,
Yeah.
to stream for that long?
yeah, to upload videos longer than 15 minutes.
Just to upload?
Yeah,
What?
more than 15-minute videos. That's what I said. I was like, how the hell do these people got fucking 11-hour videos on this shit?
Hmm,
That make no sense to me.
That's
Sounds
weird.
like some funky.
that's suspicious.
Speaking of funky,
You got another one for
let's
us?
go to a funky beat.
I like that visual.
Yeah, just chop those up with It has kind of a new feel. Kind of blocky feel to it.
Yeah, it's tight.
And
I like that. That's funky.
do one more.
That's dope.
Try to make a beat.
Yeah, this is badass.
Dope, I didn't think anybody would actually like it.
Oh, that shit's sick. That's my favorite one out of 3.
Dope, thank you. I think that's the one I actually like mixed too. Like
That one, like that one hits.
Dope.
That shit's cool.
Yeah, I've been trying to do a beat a day.
That
on
that
my
would be cool.
LMS
Like,
program.
I feel like that would make a pretty sick skate video. Like, just
That's
fucking smashing around to that. Like,
I will use it for your part.
oh shit.
Definitely use it for your part.
I don't know if I might have to do some more pop shove-its.
Oh yeah, we gotta add a lot of shit for everybody's part. I got a lot of the same stuff for everybody. So, but that means that we have a lot of good lands and non-lands and stuff to go through and different angles and stuff from
True.
a lot of shit. So it makes it for the video to come out better. We planned on making it like quick. That's what I was trying to do. But I figured we'll do a good one and take the time and like really make something sick. And then we've been dropping little stuff here and there of just like the park sessions and shit.
Dude, I enjoy editing, like, and piecing stuff together. Like,
Yeah.
if you ever want help,
Fuck yeah,
Like,
I'll send you some
dude,
footage.
send me some shit. I love like arranging shit. Like, that's fun to me.
That'd be dope. I didn't like most people aren't into it.
I used to film and like when we were doing Crust.
Hell
um,
yeah.
I used to shout out Crust.
Fuck yeah.
Uh,
Crusty crust.
in Crust we trust.
Yeah. Fuck
Um,
yeah. Shout out fucking Aaron.
Yeah, Aaron and John. used to film a lot of that and then make edits and stuff. Aaron would do the same, and so I like doing it, but we just, you know, after a while didn't have any more footage.
It's
That was good times though. I was a lot of early edits like back in the day, making little skate videos and stuff all on the phone. Like that shit was rough. But
which one is this? All right, hold up. I need that to come back. Come back.
baby, come back.
There it is. I don't know how to switch them yet. I ain't that skilled yet. I don't know why it isn't. Just remove. Yay! Oh, wrong one. Get it back though. Don't worry, people. We'll get it back. Remove. In the click of 1, 2, 3. Baby, come back. Baby, come back to me. There we are. In our beautiful faces. Well, pop filter face. Yeah. Just learning this OBS thing. I know. It's 2020. Fucking 3-year-olds know how to use this shit better than I do. I get it. I'm a fucking idiot. But I'm working.
Hey, you're learning.
We're in the process of figuring it out.
I mean, you're pulling up different screens. You're streaming audio through.
Yeah, we're recording the
Killing
video.
it.
We didn't stream the video to YouTube this time, just because I had to get the key code and put all that in. It's a bunch of copy and paste, and I was already slacking because of how long I
Dude,
was taking with the
think of it this way:
family Christmas thing.
in the entire history of the universe, you're within like probably 0.00000000001% of all humans who have that ability.
See, I feel like a lot of people have this ability. That's what's crazy. Just because I've learned it from 4-year-olds on YouTube.
Well,
They're little kids, man. It makes me feel sad, but also proud that there's little kids that are fucking so smart.
yeah,
out
but
there.
like that's the thing is like they're growing up in it. Like when it's not complicated to them. It's just life to them. You know, that's their normal.
This is
you
true.
know?
This is true.
Like
It's
we didn't grow up
every
with that
day.
shit, and at a certain point, we're gonna be the old people that are like, how does this work? You know, like
Yeah.
and
It's like, it
when
works with your
and
skin.
like, dude, 10 years ago, we were like having to show our fucking parents how to unlock their phone, and like,
Oh, I'm
you know what
still.
I'm saying? Like, or even now
Yeah,
today,
I'm still having to show every once in a while.
10 years ago, what am I talking about?
Well, it depends on who it is. If
Yeah.
it's my grandparents, I definitely still have to show them stuff today. It's like, how do I send this link? Like, give me your phone.
Hey, links can be tricky.
Yeah. I'm like, it's just a hold and a press and a copy.
Yeah, sometimes you got a right click and you got a left
Yeah.
click. That's
It's
two
the whole
different
thing.
clicks, you know. It's a
On the
lot.
phone, mostly, she doesn't know how to, like, copy a link.
Well, I mean,
Paste it. I'm
to
like,
her
you gotta
defense,
hold it.
sometimes you have to press and hold.
Yeah. I even have a hard time with it sometimes, getting the whole link that I'm looking for. It will just copy, like, the same little spot. It won't fucking stretch out, and then trying to get it to stretch out all the screen.
That's one thing that like they
frustrating.
still haven't figured out yet. Is,
No.
is accurate like how to
Placement?
some like Apple and Samsung are pretty good on their keyboards with like being able to fine tune where you're landing, but you still have to like use a motion to start that and then
Start the...
put it to where you want. Like it's not natural.
Yeah, that's
you know?
why the BlackBerry was dope, because it had the ball that you could, like, scroll it across and get it to work like having a scrolly mouse, like a little rolly mouse wheel, like the
Mhm.
pros have. But,
Well, dude, flip phones are coming back anyways, so
it worked. I guess it hit the information button on the screen when I was bouncing my leg, because I got this bounce. So it flopped. Closed the shutter and opened it. But the delay was, it was a 300th of a second, millisecond, obviously.
that counted. Yeah, that's right.
Because it just went black for a second and then popped back up. And that's a delay, folks.
Dude, 300 milliseconds. So yesterday, actually, pleased to announce I took and passed my journeyman's electrician test yesterday.
Fuck yeah, dude. That's so sick.
It was challenging.
No
and
shit. My cousins have both taken it twice and failed twice. And they've been working in the biz for years now, as in their respective fields. And
Dude,
they
it's-
still have, because they're like, we have to do the same thing as the high voltage guys, and we're low voltage, and we don't fuck with that shit. It's like, we'll study it.
Yeah.
So they give you the book. The whole idea is for
It's
like
a really
learning how to
hard-
figure
it's-
out the codes.
Yeah,
where to
and
look
that's
'em up.
that's the thing is like the test isn't on the codes themselves. The test is it's asking you very very specific questions about certain code sections and like down to the words that are used in the answer. And so it's so precise, but like it's not if you memorized that fact, it's if you can find this thing in the book
in the book,
and
yeah.
find the right answer.
Because
and
they're
that's the
like there's
test.
so many codes that you aren't going to memorize.
Yeah,
them. We need
exactly.
to know how to find what you need
And
to
that
find.
that makes sense, but like it's a brutal test, especially because unfortunately some of the questions, and this is just a known thing among people, is that some of the questions there will be multiple answers that are clearly correct in the book. Like I had one where when I was taking the test, in writing right there, I'm looking at the code book. Keep in mind, I've also been studying for a while.
Yeah.
Like I've had my nose in this damn book, and I'm looking at the answer right here on the page, and right under it is the next answer, and they're both on the screen as options. And it's like, well, these are 100% both right here in the book. So, but only one of them is right according to the system. So it's like that kind of sucks because you kind of get screwed there, you know. And it doesn't tell you which ones you got right or wrong at the end.
So you
It's
have
just
to
a pass.
guess.
It's just pass or fail. So you have no idea like which ones that it's like, oh man, I got that wrong. But it's
It's a fucking brutal test. Like,
It is,
My
and
cousin Casey's got 168 IQ, and he's failed it twice, and he's never failed a test in his life.
bro. I'm
I've
gonna
seen
be
him blacked
completely
out
honest
drunk
with you.
and passed A plus on every test he's ever taken in high school.
I'm gonna be honest. So that test, when I took it yesterday, that was the second time I took it because I failed the first time, and it was the first time I'd ever failed a test. And it's like, dude, I didn't take it seriously enough the first time. I think.
How do you
Um,
not do it twice though? Like, he has to go for a third time. He just failed it again.
Dude, yeah, but it's like when I passed it, I was like, oh my god, thank God I don't have to think about this
No
again.
shit though.
Because like it's
worth
really
doing
tough.
The work
Yeah.
to get it done because then it's out of the way. It's like a fucking barrier that it's
Yeah.
gonna be a bitch.
Well, you know what's tight is that so when you're an apprentice, you have to take 48 hours of classes every 2 years. And they're in-person classes, which sucks because when I'm out of state for 10 months out of the year, that means whenever I'm home, I got no choice but to go spend a Saturday or a Sunday or both in classes because I have to get them done. And so the tight thing is now that I'm a journeyman, I can take those. Not only do I only have to take 24 hours of classes, I have 3 years to do it, and I can do them online. So it's like
That's sick.
once you pass that barrier to entry, you're cruising, man. It's like
Everything's
it's so much easier to be at the higher level than
at
one
the
bump down. So
Yeah.
it's really sick. I'm really happy about it.
That's fucking dope. I'm happy for you, dude. That's
Thank you.
super sick. Like, I understand how difficult that shit is. Just like that's why I'm saying this, because like both of them are really good at what they do. And Casey, I've never seen him fail a test. I've seen him blacked out drunk. Teacher knows he's blacked out. Says he's gonna fail the test, and aces it A++. Got like fucking did extra credit shit on the back. And the dude's like, I don't understand how you do this. And that's
one
why
of
I
those
don't turn in my
guys.
homelwork. What the fuck?
Yeah,
He's
like,
I can pass all the tests.
I don't need to do homework. I can
Yeah.
pass all.
Yes.
I feel that.
And that's how he was. And so he just thought it was gonna be. He's like, it's open book, so it should be easy. It's like, no, the idea is like you knowing how to use that.
Yeah.
And so the test is a whole different idea than what you think it is. It's not a fucking question answer. book.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
Like, do you understand?
You
how to
can't.
run
You
this
cannot study that book.
yeah.
You can't study the book. It's not written in a way that's like studyable.
Yeah.
Like every single chapter has the exact same wording of like everything, and they're all laid out the same over like different wiring methods and class 1 locations, class 2 locations, NEMA enclosures. It's all just different chapters, but at every chapter it's like, okay, it resets and it's like definitions. Here's all the definitions of the word in this chapter, and then the next section is like, here's where you can use this, here's where you can't use this, blah blah blah, and then a bunch of charts and tables. And it's like you can't it's not like reading a history book and remembering key things and highlighting and like remembering dates and stuff.
Yeah,
This is
exactly.
not
It's
not
a
that.
school test. It's
Exactly,
not like
which
fucking-
is why I think a lot of people kind of get blindsided by it. And apparently most people it takes them a few times
That's
to
what I've
pass.
heard. And
Yeah.
like
Which I felt it
but
made me
most
feel
people-
better, but I was still like, damn, dude. Okay.
Most people though, like at least work harder for the second one.
Oh,
I was
absolutely.
shocked that my cousin still let it blindside him that it wasn't that same because they did it like it was a fucking A, B, and C answer question test. It's like
Mhm.
that's not what the test is even about. So you're gonna fail it.
Yeah.
Like that's just not how that test works. And that's kind of how the ASVAB is. But then it has question and answer tests, and I suck at tests. Like even if I know a subject 100%, if you sit down and go take this test, you have an hour. I will forget my name. Like I just
Just
detest
bad
fucking
test
amnesia.
taker,
It's
yeah.
so bad. I got a fucking 7 on the ASVAB. My first time.
Well, I feel like being timed, like, really, it makes it difficult. Like, and this test, it's kind of, you have 2 hours, but like so you have 120 minutes on the screen, and it's like that feels like so long, and so like you sort of start panicking, like, oh shit, like they give me 2 hours, that there must be so much to do,
Yeah.
and sure enough, there is, and a lot of people just run out of time, but.
Yeah, that's it. Fucking trips me. That's why I was freaking out when I went and took my Flagers thing, and that is an easy test.
Yeah.
It is an answer A and B question, like, and it's open book. You cannot fail it unless you are low IQ. Like, the answers are there. They're specific answers, and it's basically it gives you like this part of the sentence here, and then you just have to take that part of the sentence and put it there, A, B, or C,
Yeah.
and circle it in. And I was like, oh, well, this is the easiest test I've ever done. I've never had an open book test. I was
Mm-hmm.
like, this shit is fucking
The breeze.
hardly easy. Like, what the hell? I passed it flying colors,
Beautiful.
but I never ended up flagging.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I didn't pass the piss test.
Oh shit.
I brought
That's
in
the one test, huh?
Yeah, that was. I brought in cold pee. It was my first time using fake piss.
Yeah.
And the
it's
guy
cold.
was like, so we can't say that you're on drugs, because no drugs came up. But how cold it was, you should be a dead person. I was like,
Oh shit.
so I don't got the job? He's just like, nah. Try again in a few years. But I was like, all right, cool.
Damn.
Yeah, my buddy was working for him, so I was like, damn, I should do that. He's making good money. He's just like stand around.
Yeah.
I was like, I could do that. Stand around, smoke cigarettes, fucking eat a sandwich, stand in there, flip a sign back and forth.
Chat on the radio every once in a while.
I'd be fucking down with that. Like, be cool.
Seems chill. I
Whether
think they
it's,
make pretty good money.
Oh yeah, they make. It was like 25 an hour.
Yeah.
At the place I was looking
Yeah.
for starting.
Well, and I know it's like technically it's pretty dangerous too,
Yeah.
being that exposed to traffic for prolonged
you
amount of
get
times.
More if you're doing like prevailing, like anything else,
Yeah.
and then night crew.
Oh, yeah.
Your night
You get
or
big time
on
hazard
bridges,
pay,
yeah,
I'm
you get
sure.
Massive hazard pay, which is like all the jobs everybody wants, but those
Right.
usually go to the prevailing guys and the guys that are like unions. So if you're not in a union one, you work for like a company that does side hiring. Let's see, that was that bang again.
That was the train.
Yeah.
That's crazy how loud that
Loud,
is.
right?
Where is that happening? Like down on the bridge or?
Down like
Past the
back
bridge?
over here and over
Oh, that's
there.
right, because there's like
Yeah,
Marine Drive
the
back there.
train
Huh?
all down all the way around here, so
Yeah.
like they clack all the way even behind here down on the loading dock, and some of it's the loading dock too, right off of the water when they're like dumping shit into the boats. Some of that might be that too.
Hmm.
There's that big fire back there. That was crazy. This whole like
Oh shit.
power for this
Yeah.
plant back here fucking caught on fire and burned
Damn.
shit. That was everybody was freaking out up here. They're
Oh, I
like,
bet.
burn fucking houses down. and
Giant
shit."
fucking fire.
And then it rained for like 3 days and put everything out. Like, it was insane. We were right on the water, so they had plenty of source to just pump into there.
Did you get snow here the other day?
Oh yeah, for like a couple hours. I took photos of it.
Oh, yeah?
That's what these backdrops are.
That's snow.
Yeah.
Oh, sick.
Snowflakes. I just like took the flash and stuck it out there and was coming down. Tried to get some shots.
That's cool.
That was cool background stuff. So put
Yeah,
it up.
absolutely.
Fucking hey, my guy.
Well,
We're about an hour right now.
yeah.
Yeah. Dude, I can't wait to get this like really moving and we get some viewers on the YouTube stream as well. And then we'd really be rocking.
Start cooking with bacon. Damn, bacon. That sounds good.
Oh my god, it sounds so good. Bacon sounds so good. That was one
Damn.
thing I miss about not my ex, but my ex's mom.
She makes some good bacon.
Oh my god, she would make me these bacon sandwiches like every day
Ooh.
that were like 4 stacks of bacon crisp bacon, like melt in your mouth crisp, just grease filled. She'd put mayonnaise on both sides of it, and then bread between. Just bring me these fat stacked bacon sandwiches, all cut from corner to corner, all
Damn.
nice and shit. Oh, it was so good.
Dude, I've made some bacon sandwiches that are pretty fucking kick ass.
Oh, dude. I love bacon.
I'll
make a good bacon sandwich, but this
just different level.
It just hit.
I
dude.
wonder if she baked the bacon
I
or
think
if she did it in the frying pan.
oven. She would
Because
put 'em in the oven.
my girlfriend showed me baking the bacon. Dude, it's a whole different level.
It makes
And
it like airy and dissolve like in your mouth.
like yeah, that kind of melt in your mouth
Yeah,
kind of like
it's so
and
good.
you can get it nice and crispy and stuff, and which
Yeah.
I love the
I
crispy.
love
And that's when you
crispy.
get the most flavor out of the bacon too.
Exactly.
Yeah, for
It,
sure.
Like, holds all the greases and flavors
Mhm.
inside of the bacon. Just-
Yeah,
oh
dude.
my
So
God.
I like doing like a sheet of bacon in the oven. For one, you do like a little parchment paper or aluminum foil down, and you have zero cleanup afterwards. You just ball it up and throw it in the trash. And two, I sprinkle down some like sprinkle brown sugar over the bacon, put it in the oven. Dude, it gets like a sweet, like you get that sweet brown sugar bacon.
Glaze, brown
Woo,
sugar
dude.
glaze on it.
You ever bake some bacon? Even you can do it in the frying pan too, but if you're running the pan too hot, you'll burn the sugar.
That gave me like the chills.
Dude,
Dude,
next time you make bacon, sprinkle some brown sugar on there. It's a whole nother level. Whole nother level.
I can taste it almost in my mouth.
I think I'm gonna have to get some with bacon when I drive out of here.
Oh my god. That sounds so fucking good.
That's gonna be my Christmas breakfast.
Do it.
I'm straight up.
Take a picture. Tell me how it is, 'cause that
It's gonna be
Fucking
banging.
some brown sugar bacon. Oh
I'm gonna
man,
take it
it's
out
so
to the
good.
family too. I'm gonna just bake like
Big
I'm
old
gonna
plate.
cook up a big old
Pot
pot
and
and then
then-
put it in the oven. Put some brown sugar. Shit
Well,
on
and
it.
you don't have to do like a ton. See, I mean, it's all up to taste. Like you can do them really thick, but I've just found even just kind of a dusting, just a good sprinkle once or twice, a nice even amount,
Yeah,
and it just like it kind of melts out and oozes around and like,
yeah, it just comes with glaze
dude,
on
it's
it.
so good.
Oh my god.
And then
it
what I
smells so
do-
good.
After they've been in the oven for a little bit and they're juicing up and they're really kind of frying in there, pull it out, drain the juice off the pan and put them back in for the last 5 minutes or so. And it crisps them up that extra end at the that extra amount at the end because they're not soaked in the
grease.
frying grease.
Yeah.
They're like in the air now, and they can really bake that last little amount. Dude, I'm telling you.
Dude, that makes me so hungry.
I know. I
Thinking,
just
dude.
got so hungry
Dude, it makes
too.
me so hungry. Like my mouth is like saliva. Is
I might have to go home and
Started
make bacon.
Oh my god.
You like explained it in such great delicious detail. Like I felt like it was baking in front of me. I'm not gonna lie.
I wish it was.
Oh my god.
So do I. 'Cause my mouth wants it so bad.
So bad. Yeah, that's the one thing I really miss was just those bacon sandwiches. And her
Mom was so sick.
She was just cool. Like even when we broke up, she's like, "Do you want to come over and get bacon sandwiches? You're more than welcome." I'm like, be a little awkward, but thank you, I appreciate it. But she was just a sweetheart all the time.
That's cool.
That was awesome. I appreciate people like that. That aren't-
Just good people.
Yeah, dicks just to be dicks
Yeah.
because the like family and shit. So much appreciated on that level.
But yeah, we're gonna wrap it up for this Christmas Eve.
Yeah, we got some bacon to go eat.
Yeah, for sure.
Sure. Podcast. We appreciate you tuning in.
We thank you for
Liking, subscribing, commenting.
like us on everything. We're on iHeartRadio, Apple, iTunes, all the things, Google Play, Spreaker. Go and listen to us on there because we get revenue from them. We appreciate it. That
Yep.
helps us out.
Pay the bills.
Yeah, and then YouTube, if you want to see the video, that will go up at just a little bit later time. So, appreciate it. And then these are all of our sound effects over here.
Oh, let's hit them with some sound
Yeah,
effects.
so we have a
Send them out.
couple
Blow me
sound
up, Tom. Beautiful.
Hell yeah.
That was a nice ending.